One of the world's biggest agri-food trade fairs, SIAL Paris, took place in the French capital recently. SIAL played host to 6,000 exhibitors and 150,000 high-profile visitors, including Defra Secretary of State Liz Truss, who visited the EBLEX St George stand to talk to exporters who were based there. Here at SIAL with Rémi Fourrier, the French office manager for EBLEX. Rémi, can you tell us a little bit about the stand? What was the thinking behind the design, and also how is it operating with the exporters?
So basically it's a platform, a meeting platform for the British meat industry, exporting to all countries in the world.
So there's a lot of business being done here that's going to help the British farmers and producers to get their products out into France.
Absolutely, and this is where the business is really taking place. Some of these guys only meet here. A lot of business is actually consolidated and developed through these shows. It's hugely important for EBLEX, especially now with all the opportunities on on markets such as Asia, China, and there are great opportunities. And obviously, you don't meet your customers every day, so that's even more important with these new developments on these markets.
There's a big part of EBLEX's work that the farmers, who are the levy payers, probably don't see. A lot of that's international, maybe opening up export markets, promoting British red meat overseas, and it gives an opportunity for a magazine like Farmers Weekly to go abroad and see what that work is and bring it back and show it to the farmers.
So we're with Durkin from Farmers Guardian on the St George stand here at SIAL in Paris. It's laid out like the pub of St George, traditional English sort of British feel about it. It's obviously working, it's being packed out all day. What do you think, a good idea?
Behind us now, it's packed, it's getting on for 4 o'clock I suppose, and it's been really busy all day. Speaking to some of the exporters that are around this side and around this side, it just shows what people are doing, and it seems there's a lot of exporters that are doing it off their own back, and obviously they're getting a lot of help from EBLEX with the trade stand here, but also kind of getting involved and packing the meat themselves and finding the contacts themselves.
EBLEX, the way they do this, in that they share a certain amount of space out to exporters, is a very economic way of doing it, opposed if we had to put our own stand up here, it would be just totally unviable from a cost point of view.
I've learned a huge amount about what EBLEX does when it comes to these big trade shows. It's a great opportunity for them to facilitate for the processors and the meat exporters, to give them a platform to sell British red meat to the world, and I've really learned how that process happens, and I think it seems that the process and the exporters are really grateful for it.
And what about in the wider terms of what the French office of EBLEX is doing at the moment? What's on the calendar going forward?
Well, we keep promoting the St George brand. The St George brand is now established in most of the French retailers, and the objective is really to make sure the product is well positioned, is well advertised, easily identified by the customers, by the shoppers, and obviously we want to push beef on the track of lamb. So we have also St George beef coming in supermarket shelves as well.